Discovering inspiration is key to fostering creative innovation. As individuals begin to generate creative solutions, they often find themselves naturally transitioning into leadership positions. Now, let's delve deeper into this topic with my guest, Olaotan Fawehinmi is a highly accomplished professional with expertise in media, marketing, communications, and various ideas of various fields, including public relations, e-commerce, media, hospitality, and NGOs. He has worked with renowned brands such as Asus, Konga, Jameson, Stanbic IBTC, and MasterCard Foundation, among others. Olaotan is also dedicated to empowering teenagers and young individuals, and is a member of prestigious organizations, including the global affiliate of the Chartered Institute of Public Relations UK and the Chartered Institute of Marketing London, among others. Many thanks for joining me, Olaotan.
Thank you very much, Justin.
There's so much on your CV.
We're just starting.
All right, okay. I know you have so many things that you would actually accomplish, and that would watch you get all of them. So let's just delve into it.
Right.
You know, innovation and creativity. Can you tell us more the significance of this innovation and creativity? That I know I've tried to give like a background, but then you are the expert here.
Right. Innovation and creativity, I think as a nation, it's definitely the way to go. I was just saying just before the show started that National Bureau of Statistics, Q3 2023, last year, gave a report and said that unemployment is at 5%. That's huge. And I mean, we're just waiting for Q4. I can almost predict what it will be to go higher. So unemployment keeps going up. What's the solution? We cannot just watch. One of the very key solutions to unemployment is to discover for each person, each young person. You know that Nigeria, over 200 million people, and the high percentage of that are the youth, the young people.
True.
That's an advantage for us. But then those young people now have to discover themselves. They have to look into themselves and bring out creative ideas, what we can do differently, what we can add to the economy, and not just wait to reinvent the wheel or come out of school. You know what comes out of NYSC every year, and everybody is writing CVs, looking for jobs that don't even exist in the first place. So how do we solve that? We have to be creators ourselves. So creativity, innovation, to start with, for a developing country like Nigeria that really has a long way to go in terms of infrastructure, we have to start where we are. There's this saying I always say, I say, start where you are, do what you can, and use what you have.
Okay, speaking of starting where one is doing what you have with what you want, some people will tell you that they don't think that they are creators, or they don't think they are innovative enough to start things on their own. And we've noticed that there's this increase in rural-urban migration, people coming out to the urban areas to look for jobs and to the greener pastures, as it were. But how do we balance this issue of economic inequality, and how do people think out of the box? I'm sure there are tools or ways to go about creativity and innovation, because some people, they feel that I don't think I can create, and I don't think I'm innovative enough. I just have to just look for a job after school.
I think a good place to start is to look at, in the first place, what are we doing with young people? You know, there's this saying that says, catch them young.
True.
I think there's a lot that needs to happen with our school curriculum. The school curriculum right now teaches people what to think and not how to think. So you go into school, you have pile of books, handouts that you only need to read, put up there, exam comes, pour it down, and you have a good grade, back to sender, as they say. And then you put it there, and yo, this guy is very brilliant. You have a very good grade, and then you're out writing CVs, out looking for the job that doesn't exist. So our school curriculum is highly theoretical. We just take the books and put it down. We need to shift to being practical. The world has changed. If you look at developed countries, from young age, 6, 7, they're already coupling things. They're already teaching them to be creators, to couple. They're not just teaching them to read and write. They're teaching them to be creators. So that's where I will start from, to say, from primary school, secondary school, before we even get to the universities, the curriculum has to change. We need to introduce innovation as a model on its own. And for every course that currently exists, we need to find a better way to do it.
Okay.
Because the developed world have moved. So we have to move as well, because they're not waiting for us.
I get all of that now.
Yeah.
In as much as I feel that the curriculums should be changed,
Yeah.
one would also talk about retraining the trainers, because some people are just bent stuck in what they have learned over the years, and they're impacting only what they know.
Yes.
To get, So, but let's still move on. Aside from the school level, the educational system, I'm sure concerns arise among parents regarding their children pursuing entrepreneurship due to perceived risk and academic pressure.
Yeah.
So how do we address all of that, and how do parents come in, how does the household come in terms of appreciating this innovation and of course creativity. And, supporting their children and wards to be what they really want to be.
So if we're really going to make an impact, right, it cuts across. The government have a part to play, private companies have a part to play.
Sure they do.
Parents and educators have a part to play. The youth themselves have a part to play. So right now, let's talk about parents and educators. Back in the days, if you're playing football outside with the neighbors and your father is coming, you have pride, right? But now, now the conversation has changed.
True, it has.
If you are reading your book, your father will probably come and say, "I hope you have played football," because right now we know what the footballers are earning, right? So that's how it is. It's changed. So back in the days, you find children who say they want to be actors. They want to be singers, and the father said, "No, what's wrong with being a doctor? What's wrong with being a lawyer?" But that was in the past. Right now, people come out with different things. They want to be skit makers. If you can pull the crowd, why not? If you can do it well, why not? So where we need the parents and the educators to come in is to allow children, youth to express themselves, but being monitored, being engaged, ensuring that they're actually on the right path. Our role is to guide them. Our role is not to stop them from being what they want to be. So what's wrong? We have several examples. People who were in school studying law, and they came out, they got the grade now. They came out, they are in music, they are acting.
I studied accounting.
Oh, well, welcome to the club. I studied quantity surveying. Right. But right when we were studying it, we just knew, you'll agree with me, Justin, we just knew that there was something more to us than what we're studying. And then you come out and you're like, you know what, let me just follow what I really want to do. At that point, I don't think parents should insist that you have to be a doctor, you have to be a lawyer, or you have to be an engineer, or you have to be an accountant. If they want to be, there's a very popular skit maker right now that uses what he studies in school to make the skits, and he's doing very well.
True.
So that's creativity, that's innovation. So you want to look at them right from their young age. You want to find out what's so special about this job that they have. Yes, and you can begin to help them to develop it, right? If it's cooking, if it's making fabrics, if it's fashion, they have to go to school. This is not against formal education. Is to say that formal education is supposed to enhance your skills, your skill set, what you can naturally do. So that when you are out, you are not writing CVs. You are creating something that will give jobs to other people. You see all the skit makers and the musicians and the actors, they have people working for them. They have makeup artists. They have guys making their clothes. Do you understand? So when one person creates something out of his skill set, you create jobs for other people. And that's where we have to get to in this country. Youths have to discover themselves and bring out their own creation that can develop, that can help their own personal economy, the economy of their family, and then translate to the economy of their community.
Well said. Let's still talk about economic development. And how or do you foresee innovation and creativity contributing to the economic development of Nigeria, and
Right.
what measures can government policy makers implement to facilitate its growth? You've talked about how big the creative industry is in Nigeria, and
Yes.
we're actually almost like a hub in Africa,
Yes.
with our content,
Right.
hitting Netflix,
Exactly.
and all of that.
So if the government will help us, we need infrastructure. We're currently not doing well in that regard. For all you care, internet subscription is still very expensive. Electricity. If you want to create content and you don't have power, you have to wait. If it's 3 days before power comes, you have to wait before power comes, right? You can't run your generator 24/7. Fuel is expensive. I mean, it's just one thing after another.
Even the electricity is right now expensive for
That's-
those in
that's-
Band A region.
Exactly, Band A region. And then if you're in Band A region, do you even have the electricity
That's
after you are
another thing. That's another
paid
thing.
so high?
Yeah.
So the government needs to help us. I have seen pictures of people who created one aircraft that doesn't have this one keke that doesn't use well. We see all those pictures here and there across
After a while,
the country.
they are not talked about.
Yeah, they just fizzle out. What happened to such people? Why are we not picking them up? Why are we not taking that idea from them and blowing it up? By the way, everybody's looking at Abuja, the federal government, but there is a local government where that person came from. There's a chairman there. There's a state where that person came from. We have to go to the grassroots. We need to hold the leaders at every level responsible for lack of innovation and creativity. If the youth are not coming up with, coming to the fore, everybody has to be held responsible. The youth themselves have to be held responsible. We want the way out. You want to come out of school today and blow like tomorrow. It doesn't work that way. It's a growth process. So that's why I said it cuts across. The government will help us with infrastructure, enabling environment for creativity. Creativity has to have an environment. If you get out and someone beats your head while you are looking for a job, strolling the street looking for a job, you will not be creative. Creativity will run away.
Okay, I know we've talked about these challenges and how government can, but let's talk about challenges for the individuals themselves, as it is. Because like I said, some people would say that they are not innovative, they're not creative thinkers and all of that. But does this issue or this concept of creativity and innovation, should it be for everyone? Because some people, they will just tell you that they'll rather just do their normal 9 to 5 and not really bother about thinking out of the box to do something different or just starting something new.
Right.
So is it for everyone? And then because at the time when the nation's economy is really hard and people are talking about side gigs, second jobs, and things to just bring multiple streams of income.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
So apart from bringing multiple streams of income, which is a valid reason why you should discover yourself and bring out something creative, the second point is that every man was created to be a creator. Yes.
Wow.
Yes. It's just that most people don't discover it. You see, there's this mindset, and we picked it from the older generations. You're born, you go to school, come out, have a good grade, get a job, get a wife, have kids. When you are old, your kids begin to take care of you. That's it. That's stereotype. No, that's not how it's meant to be. We cannot follow that stereotype. What we need to do is to discover ourselves.
Okay.
Look into yourself. What are you created to do? There has to be that skill, even if it is one. Some people have multiple.
Okay.
Some people have just one. If we take the time to discover it, and pay attention to it, give it time, give it resources, give it everything you have, you would be surprised. See, what we are saying here is that you don't wait for Nigeria to be good before you... Maybe, what if it never gets good? So create an economy for yourself.
Okay.
Do something that you can earn, and then it makes life better for you and for your community, for your immediate environment. You don't want to go and then, I mean, you don't want to get to a certain age and you're waiting for your kids to come and feed you. You should actually leave something for them. And the only thing you can leave for them is something that you have created.
Of course, a wise man keeps an inheritance
for his children. Then how can you keep you want to keep inheritance from salary? Salary that's not even enough to buy fuel and do you understand what I'm saying?
True.
So the point is, every single man has a gift. Are you taking time to discover it? Do you have the right resources? Do you have the right support from your parents, your siblings, everyone around you, even from your religious cycle? Do you have the right support to discover it and put it to use? That's what we're saying. So going forward, we need to help our young people to discover it, and when they have discovered it, we help them, we support them to put it to use so that they can better their own lives.
All right, thank you so much, Olaotan. We just have to, draw the curtains here, because when you talk about creativity and innovation, there's a whole lot to be said, and it's not something you can exhaust. Maybe we might have to bring you back on the show to look at all that, insight on all of this, because Nigerians need to, hold the future for themselves and be what they want to be.
Absolutely.
We do appreciate your time. Olaotan Fawehinmi is the Associate Director of Media Craft Associates. Thanks for being a part of the show.
Thank you, Justin.
All right. And that's as much as we have time for on Business Insights for today. My name is Justin Akadonye. Many thanks for being a part of the show. Bye for now.